Let's talk about breathing, all the dancers out there. Have you ever done a variation and felt like you couldn't get enough air into your body and you're hyperventilating, trying to get through the variation? We need to be able to effectively breathe, to effectively dance. The muscles need oxygen in order to produce energy. Without that, they go into what's called anaerobic glycolysis, and a lot of lactic acid is formed, and the muscles cramp. We want to use the oxygen for the most efficient work our muscles can do, and to help our aerobic capacity, to help us get through a long variation or an entire ballet in some cases. So breathing technique is very, very important for dancers, and it's something that's not taught in schools, but it comes up quite frequently at the conferences I go to with medical professionals who treat dancers. So the first thing that I would stress is that there's breathing through different parts of the lung. Most of the time, dancers use their upper lungs in order to breathe above the diaphragm, which is not the most efficient. But oftentimes we have really tight corseted costumes and we're trying to keep our stomach in. So what's called diaphragmatic breathing is much more difficult. But the diaphragmatic breathing, the breathing through your belly, is much more efficient in getting oxygen to the muscles. So it's important to differentiate between the two, regardless of what we're going to more actively use when we're on stage. So an easy way to figure out the difference is you put one hand above your sternum, right over it, and then another hand on your belly, and your diaphragm is about where my shirt is cutting off here. And take a few breaths, easy and deep, filling up the hand that's up top first. And again, pressing out with your upper chest. And now take a deep breath in, pressing out with your belly. So I'm not just pushing out my belly, I'm inflating it with air. And you can try again. So you should be able to isolate whether you're breathing with your upper chest versus your lower stomach area, which is called diaphragmatic breathing. So you want to take some slow breaths to practice the difference between the two. And then here's a very easy exercise you can do at home to help get more breath and more full breaths while you're dancing. You're going to take a deep breath in, and then breathe out slowly, and this can be through your nose or through your mouth, for 15 seconds. So I'm going to kind of do this to count 15 times. Ready? We're going to take a deep breath. "15 seconds. Use the timer on your phone if you're unsure, but don't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Do that just a couple times. And if you do it just once before class, maybe once before you're about ready to step out on stage, it'll help calm you down a little bit, and so that you can ensure you're getting as much oxygen into those lungs as possible to help you with endurance and help with muscle control.